Sadhgurunath Maharaj Ki Jai, and welcome to Jagadambe Reads the Holy Books of India, ShrimadBhagavatam190. As you may remember, the wish-fulfilling cow was asking Vasishta how come he was letting her being dragged away. This king is powerful and he is dragging you away by force. This army of one Akshohinis is his, and hence he thinks he's invincible. This is why he has asked that you should be taken away by force. Shabala said, "But my lord, what is the power of a king in the presence of a Brahmin? Brahmabala is far superior to that of Kshatriya. Your greatness is unequaled in all the several worlds. Kaushika is powerful, no doubt, and a great Kshatriya. Give me permission, Father, to show him that even a weakling like me, when blessed by you, can be more powerful than he is. I will punish his arrogance and humble his pride." Vasishta looked at the cow whose breath was coming in gasps. She was so angry. Her eyes had become red and her tail was lifted up in anger. Vasishta smiled at her. He stroked her back and said, "All right. I grant you permission. Create in a moment an army which can tackle the king's army." Surabhi just shook her body and there appeared a huge army. Hundreds of warriors appeared and they went to fight with the king's army. Finding his army being defeated by the one created by a mere cow, Kaushika, with his eyes red with anger, entered the fight and fought with the army of Surabhi. When she saw the valor of the king and the way he was destroying her army, Surabhi created more warriors to join the fight. Even as the army got thinned out, Surabhi kept on creating more and more. Kaushika was now joined by his sons, and they all fought together, and they attacked Vasishta himself. The rishi, with a hunkara, burnt them all, and only a heap of ashes was what remained of the sons of Kaushika. The king was heartbroken. His army was gone, and his sons were dead. He was completely beaten. He was like the ocean without its power, like a serpent with its fangs pulled out, like a bird whose wings had been clipped. His pride was gone, and his face was like that of the setting sun. All its fierceness had vanished. Without a word, with his head bent, with his eyes trained on the ground, Kaushika left the ashram of Vasishta and went back to his kingdom. 119. Kaushika's tapas. Kaushika's anger was unappeased, and his thoughts were always hovering round the humiliating defeat he had had at the hands of the cow's army in the ashram of Vasishta. He was disgusted with everything, and he made his son stay and mind the kingdom. He then went to the forest. He went to the slopes of the Himavat, where the Kinnaras were, and he performed a great tapas for years together. And Mahadev, satisfied with the devotion of Kaushika, appeared before him and asked, "Why are you performing this tapas? What do you desire? I will grant you whatever you desire." Kaushika prostrated before him, and singing his praises, he said, "My lord, if you are pleased with me, then grant me the boon that I am proficient in archery. Grant me that I am the master of all the divine astras. Please grant me these." Shankara said, "I have given them to you. Go in peace." Kaushika went back to his kingdom. His self-respect had been restored, and with it, his pride came back. It had grown tenfold now. He told himself, Vasishta the Great is as good as dead. How can he withstand the astras presided over by the gods? I will destroy him and bring that cow to my kingdom. Kaushika went to the ashram of Vasishta, and without warning he began to dispatch the astras, one after another. Sadhgurunath Maharaj Ki Jai. Thank you for coming. I hope you come again.